Welcome to Facts Pursuiters, your source for insightful and informative content. We are dedicated to uncovering and unraveling facts from all walks of life. Today, we are embarking on a journey into a topic that resonates with many, but is often misunderstood. A topic that is not just about food, but about emotions, behaviors, and self-awareness. We're talking about emotional eating. We all eat, but how many of us eat because of our emotions, not because we're physically hungry? This video will shine a light on this complex issue, providing you with knowledge and strategies to tackle it head-on. So sit back, relax, and prepare for an enlightening journey into the world of emotional eating. Stay tuned as we delve into the heart of emotional eating and its impact on your weight loss goals. Have you ever found yourself reaching for food when you're not even hungry? A question many of us have asked ourselves. Today, we're going to explore a topic that's more common than you might think: emotional eating. This complex behavior is a journey many of us embark on, often without even realizing it. Emotional eating can be a silent saboteur, stealthily undermining our weight loss goals. In this video, we're going to delve into the heart of emotional eating. We'll unravel the intricate web of emotional triggers that can lead us to overindulge. We'll examine the cycle of emotional eating, a pattern that can feel like a trap, but we won't leave you there. We'll also equip you with a toolkit of strategies to regain control and break free from this cycle. So buckle up and prepare to dive deep into the world of emotional eating and how it impacts your weight loss goals. First, let's delve into the complex web of emotional triggers. An emotional trigger is any event or circumstance that prompts an intense emotional reaction. It's like a psychological tripwire, setting off a cascade of feelings that for many can lead to a comforting but potentially harmful relationship with food. It's essential to understand that these triggers are deeply personal and varied. For some, stress might be the main culprit, a source of pressure that compels them towards overeating. Others might find comfort in food during moments of boredom, sadness, or even joy. These emotional triggers can become so intertwined with our daily lives that they operate under the radar, influencing our eating habits without us even noticing. By identifying these emotional triggers, we begin to unveil the hidden patterns that contribute to emotional eating. Recognizing your emotional triggers is the first step towards managing emotional eating. Now let's talk about the emotional eating cycle, a trap many of us fall into. Picture this. You've had a long, stressful day. You're feeling overwhelmed, and to cope, you reach for comfort in a bag of chips or a tub of ice cream. The food provides a temporary relief from your emotional distress, but as the last morsel is consumed, a wave of guilt washes over you. This guilt then triggers further emotional distress, and the cycle continues. This is the emotional eating cycle, a pattern that can be as relentless as it is damaging. It's a cycle that starts with an emotional trigger, be it stress, anxiety, sadness, or even happiness, that leads us to seek solace in food. But why? Well, food, especially the high-sugar, high-fat kind, can stimulate the release of certain chemicals in our brains that make us feel happier and more relaxed. However, this relief is short-lived. Once the initial euphoria subsides, we are left with feelings of guilt and shame for overeating. We berate ourselves for our lack of self-control, for giving in to our cravings. But instead of motivating us to make healthier choices, this self-criticism often leads to more emotional distress, and thus the cycle repeats. It's akin to being stuck on a merry-go-round, where each rotation represents a cycle of emotional eating. With each turn, we find ourselves feeling more and more out of control, and our weight loss goals seem to drift further out of reach. But here's the crucial point. In order to step off this merry-go-round, we must first realize that we are on it. Awareness is the first step towards breaking free from this cycle. It's about recognizing the pattern, understanding its roots, and acknowledging its impact on our health and well-being. Once we have this awareness, we can begin to implement strategies to break the cycle. We can learn to manage our emotions without resorting to food, to treat ourselves with kindness and compassion rather than criticism, and to make healthier choices that align with our weight loss goals. Breaking this cycle is key to achieving your weight loss goals. Remember, change takes time and patience. But with awareness and determination, we can break free from the emotional eating cycle and take a significant step towards achieving our health and wellness goals. But don't worry, we have a toolkit of effective strategies to manage emotional eating. First, let's talk about mindful eating techniques. Mindful eating involves paying full attention to your food as you eat, observing how it tastes, smells, and feels. It's about savoring every bite and taking the time to fully enjoy your meal. This practice not only enhances your dining experience, but also helps you become more attuned to your hunger and fullness cues, preventing overeating. Next, consider stress reduction practices. Stress is a common trigger for emotional eating. However, there are many healthier ways to cope with stress. Regular exercise, deep breathing, yoga, and meditation are all effective stress busters. They not only help you relax, but also boost your mood and energy levels. Another strategy is to keep a food and mood diary. Track what you eat, when you eat, and how you feel when you're eating. This can help you identify patterns and triggers in your eating habits, allowing you to develop more effective coping strategies. Of course, there's no shame in seeking professional help. Therapists and dietitians can provide valuable insights and practical advice to help you manage emotional eating. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for instance, can help you understand the relationship between your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, enabling you to break the cycle of emotional eating. Remember, it's crucial to be kind to yourself throughout this process. Change takes time, and it's okay to have setbacks. What's important is to keep moving forward and not lose sight of your goals. Lastly, surround yourself with supportive people. A strong support network can make a world of difference in your journey. Share your struggles and victories with them. Their encouragement and understanding can help bolster your resolve to overcome emotional eating. With these strategies, you can regain control over your relationship with food. Remember, you have the power to change. It's all about understanding your triggers, employing effective strategies, and committing to a healthier lifestyle. Let's continue this journey together, stronger and wiser. One crucial aspect of conquering emotional eating is building emotional resilience and self-awareness. Let's delve into this. Emotional resilience is about bouncing back from stressful situations without reaching for comfort food. It's about learning to ride the waves of emotions rather than letting them submerge you. This resilience can be cultivated by practicing healthier coping mechanisms, like engaging in physical activity or connecting with friends, instead of resorting to emotional eating. Self-awareness is equally important. It's about recognizing your emotional triggers and how they affect your eating habits. But it's more than just identification. It's about understanding that you have the power to choose how you react to these triggers. This is where mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware of our feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations in the moment, without judgment. It's a powerful tool for managing emotional eating. By fostering emotional resilience and self-awareness, you can navigate through emotional triggers effectively. To recap, emotional eating can pose a challenge on your path to weight loss. Throughout our journey today, we've delved into the psychological aspects of this phenomenon, identifying emotional triggers such as stress, boredom, and sadness that may lead us to overeat. We've explored the emotional eating cycle, a trap that many of us can fall into without realizing. And we've learned that breaking this cycle is crucial to achieving our weight loss goals. But we've also discovered hope in a toolkit brimming with effective strategies. Mindful eating techniques, stress reduction practices, and seeking support are all powerful tools to manage emotional eating. We've learned about the importance of building resilience and self-awareness, understanding that we have the strength within us to cope with our emotions in healthier ways. With understanding and the right strategies, you can regain control and continue your journey towards a healthier you. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey into the world of emotional eating. Remember, knowledge is the first step towards change. If you found this video helpful and want to continue learning with us, don't forget to hit the like button below. It helps us know what kind of content to create for you. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button to become a part of our Facts Pursuiters community. We're dedicated to bringing you interesting and insightful content, so stay tuned for more. Always remember, the journey of knowledge never ends, and we're glad to have you with us on this pursuit.